details are unclear. Some say she died of heartbreak. Others say she fell down the stairs. A side chick was mentioned. A female bestie was also mentioned. Her own friend was mentioned. Secret wives and forged marriage documents were mentioned. Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel again. My name is Augusta Good. Thank you guys for stopping by to watch my video. If today is your first time of stopping by to watch my video, thank you so much for stopping by. If you've been coming to watch my videos before, thank you for stopping by again. And I do hope after now you will subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Thank you. I appreciate you. So guys, today we have another story of a lady who lost her life in the UK. This lady, as we know, is a PhD holder. Her name is Amarachi White. I saw this post on Facebook. Now, I want to read how it was posted on Facebook before I say what I have to say. So please do sit back and listen. Open your ear and listen. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, you may love this. She got a student visa for her PhD in the UK. She got married and relocated with her husband to the United Kingdom. Some say she had a baby. Some say twins. But the story is not clear. What is clear is that she died. A young woman, not yet 30. Again, the details are unclear. Some say she died of heartbreak. Others say she fell down the stairs. What is certain is that she was unhappy and most likely depressed. A side chick was mentioned. A female bestie was also mentioned. Her own friend was mentioned. Secret wives and forged marriage documents were mentioned, with her husband and his friends named as co-conspirators. For her husband, it's business as usual. As a Nigerian man, he knows wives are considered replaceable. Society pours out empathy, sympathy, and compassion for widowers. But widows, please, they are accused of murder before they can even grieve. Visit the self-proclaimed born-again bandits Facebook page, and even Satan himself would weep at the audacious nonchalance, the callous disrespect and derision towards his late wife. You would think she was a discarded piece of furniture. He spoke about her with the kind of hostility reserved for a rush. He mocked her, complained about the inconveniences of her pie, and whined about the drama she supposedly brought to his life. I don't understand. This woman was the one who took the man to the UK. She was the one who had the paper. She was the one who had the visa that brought the man. But let's continue. You would think he was talking about a pest, the nerve of her to disrupt his brand with drama in the short time they were together. Then he flippantly shared details of his sexcapades. When her friends called out his callousness, he reached for the oldest trick in the book. He implied she was a scorned woman. He had used her, discarded her, and married someone else. He knew his audience well. Nigerians, all anyone has to do to deflect from a heinous crime, especially when it involves a woman, is to mention sex. The conversation instantly shifts. Remember Ibom Air. A disruptive passenger was stripped on camera while being dragged off a plane. Nigerians focused not on the violence, but on the fact that she wasn't wearing a bra. I had seen subliminal posts floating around Facebook about this couple, but was too busy to investigate. Everyone was gossiping about the young husband who messed around inappropriately with his wife's friend and female besties. Others wrote about his endless... Wait. What kind of friends do you guys keep? Like, what kind of friends do you guys keep? Do you have to even keep friends? What kind of friends do you keep that will have to be having contact with your husband? Me, I don't like having contact with any of my friends' husband. If the man was my friend before he gets married, automatically the friendship shifts to the wife. What kind of friends do you guys keep? I don't understand. Let me continue. Then someone tagged me to Ivan's post. That was the first one I saw that made it clear. This man's wife had pie, and not only had he exploited her, but he threatened her badly while alive and continued to disrespect her even when she has died. Then I started to see Amarachi Onyocha's wife's own words, screenshots she posted. I am not giving up on my dreams, no matter how hard the journey is, so help me God. That was what Amarachi posted. Treat the flying monkey same way you would treat the knack. Amarachi posted another one. When you are told, go home, there is love at home. It doesn't really mean to go to your parents' house. Always remember, it means home, a place you are valued, a place you are loved, and a place that you can strive. As more serious posts rolls out, I saw mounting accusations that her husband did. He ridiculed Amarachi's obvious depression, making a narcissistic remark about how inconvenient public scrutiny was for him. When more people surfaced with receipts, he backpedaled, denied everything, and threatened to deactivate. He did, but let's be real. He is still watching from a fake account. He's too narcissistic not to. The interesting twist, these bandit friends are people we share hundreds, even thousands of mutuals with. They were involved in the forged documents, and now they are out here with fake receipts trying to absolve themselves. Amarachi's family, Igbo to the core, remains silent, and this typical on her sister's wall. All we see is a GoFundMe link and her obituary. Lawson reached out, and her sister said they wanted to keep things quiet. Meanwhile, Amarachi is unlived. Achievements unlived, ambition unlived, dreams unlived. And why? Because she married. She wrote about flying monkeys. What does that tell you? People she loved and trusted betrayed her. They joined him to victimize her, in victimizing her, just like always, just like this community does. I saw an NSPDDC prayer on her wall, and it made sense. How many times have women been told to wear their nails out in prayer just to manage a grown man's behavior so they can enjoy peace in their marriage? I saw references to infidelity on her wall, and why not? Her husband's obsession with his own pain is well documented on his page. He only deactivated because the heat was too much and the receipt too damning, and we haven't even needed to look beyond a few posts to see that he is an abuser. He ran off like a bush. But Amarachi is unlived. What have you learned from this story? There are so many lessons. Let's discuss in the comment section. This story should trigger every woman for herself and for her daughters. What does this say about men's predatory patterns on other patriarchy? Amarachi wrote of her experience in her own words. I had 157 mutual friends with her, but her post barely had 2 comments. This hurts. Wow, I don't know what to say. It is well. Now I have to read what the other guy, Lawson, wrote about Amarachi's family. She said, and he wrote in his word, Dear Amarachi Onyocha White, I spoke to your younger sister an hour ago about the circumstances surrounding your death, hoping to get further insight, but she wants the matter to be kept private, which leads me to ask, why is your family not fighting for you like strangers are? Why were they fast to put up a GoFundMe campaign to support your funeral and the rest of your loved ones back in Nigeria, but seemingly uninterested in revealing the untold hardship, abuse, and trauma you suffered in that sham marriage with Harrison Emu? You were a first-class graduate from Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike. Did your master's in University of Port Harcourt, became a chartered accountant before you got to the age of 27 years. You met Harrison on your 28th at the point you were about to relocate to the UK. Oh, red flag. To further your studies in data analytics. And he instantly saw the gold in you and leashed on to escape his ambitionless life in Ikeja computer village where he sold mobile phones. Maybe it was the love poems, writing skills, and playboy personnel he is famously known for on Facebook that swept you off your feet and made you to drop your defenses. We will never know now what you saw in him and his spare frame. He sweet talked you into funding your own wedding. Hey, I mean, what woman single-handedly funds her own wedding with a complete man with 2 legs and 2 hands? I know love can make you do reckless things, but you loved him so blindly. You paved the way for him to come to the UK, but the moment you two landed, he started abusing you financially. You couldn't work as the student you were and expected him to work and support you too as his proper thing to do, but he didn't. Even till you graduated, you were almost scrapping to survive in the UK while schooling. While your so-called husband started chasing other women, breaking sexual records, and eventually subletting the apartment you both should have occupied as a couple. You had no privacy whatsoever, no respect. The little dignity you carry with you from Nigeria as a proud Igbo woman, this parasite plundered it all. He never even acknowledged your birthday and shortly afterwards started erasing every trace that you two ever got married. Your separation started the first week you two landed the UK, and the situation worsened until your graduation day when he ejected you out of the house. It was all of that trauma, pain, frustration, and betrayal that ended your life on the 27th of May, 2025. I cannot for the life of me understand why your family chooses to stay silent about something like this. I cannot understand why your family aren't liaising with concerned party like us to get him properly investigated for document forgery and deport him back to Nigeria. Does your family not realize that forgery is a felony and Harrison forged documents at several points to exploit and frustrate you in the last few months of your life? I mean, you were a virgin before you even met Harrison, and you gave your most priceless possession to him. He took your virginity, he took your pride, he took your dreams, he took your smiles, he took your hope, he took your respect, and finally, he took your life. And your sister wants us to keep this thing private? Is this what you would have wanted, Lisa? Wow. It is well. I won't say much. Say what you want to say in the comment section. Those were the exact thing I saw on Facebook. Thank you guys for watching. I will not advise again. I've said my bit before in other videos. Use your tongue to count your teeth. Have a blessed day and bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe.